The mysterious deaths of three men who went to watch a football game and never came home. Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington were found dead outside a friend's home in Kansas City on January 9th, 2 days after the men gathered there to watch the Chiefs' regular season finale. Michael George is here with the latest on the case. Good morning, Michael.
Michelle, good morning. I spoke with the brother of one of the men, Ricky Johnson. He says all the family wants is answers. How could three friends end up dead, their bodies outside frozen after going to a football watch party? Now, one thing the family is sure of, they don't buy the story of the man who hosted the party.
Welcome back to another episode of DAS with your host, Sean Mack. And today we're going to be discussing what I'm dubbing the Kansas City 3. So if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the video. So let's go. On January 9th, Jordan Willis invites over 4 friends to watch the Kansas City vs. LA Chargers game. They're all huge Kansas City fans. Weimer Lee, David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clay McGeeney. But sometime during or after the game, tragedy struck. David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clayton McGeeney's family were looking for him. They said they had been missing for 2 days. And upon a welfare check, they found David Harrington, Ricky Johnson, and Clayton McGeeney bodies in the backyard. Weimer Lee went home earlier that night. When questioned by police, Jordan Wilson gave 2 accounts of what happened that night. He said he went to bed on the couch and the guys were still there, and when he woke up they were gone. But then he said he went to bed upstairs and the guys were still there. He's not sure when they left. He thinks they might have came back after he fell asleep, but he's not sure. His accounts vary and social media is putting him under a lot of scrutiny. So let's take a deeper dive into what happened that night. This report's from AP. It has been 3 weeks since 3 Kansas City fans joined friends to watch the Chiefs, the Los Angeles Chargers, in the final game of the regular season. Their bodies were found in a friend's backyard 2 days later. Police still haven't said how the men died, but affirmed Saturday amid intense public speculation that they still have no evidence of foul play. It's common for police to decline to comment much on an investigation before it's complete. So here's a look at what's known and what's not known in this mystery that has gained widespread attention on social media and the internet despite or perhaps because of the lack of solid information. Let's see what happened that night. Police accounts say Ricky Johnson, 38, Clayton McGeeney, 36, and David Harrington, 37, went to the home of a friend in Kansas City, Missouri to watch the Kansas City game on January 7. None of them made it home. 2 nights later, McGeeney's fiancée went to the home looking for him. Quote from Officer Gonzalez: "When there was no answer at the door, she broke into the basement of the residence and located an unknown dead body on the back porch. Officers responded to the back porch and confirmed there was a dead body. Upon further investigation, officers located 2 other dead bodies in the back of the yard. An initial police report on the incident said," end quote, "there was no obvious signs of foul play observed at or near the crime scene. Police say there are still no signs that a crime has been committed. Quote, this still remains a death investigation and nothing more. Officer Elena Gonzalez, a spokeswoman for the Kansas City Police Department, said in an email on Saturday to the American Associated Press, quote, "We still have no evidence or indication of foul play. No one is in police custody," end quote. Now for the question everyone wants to know: how did they die? Investigators say they do not know yet. They have not said publicly whether they believe drugs are out. No signs that a crime has been committed. Quote, "This still remains a death investigation and nothing more," Officer Elena Gonzalez, a spokeswoman for the Kansas City Police Department, said in an email on Saturday to the American Associated Press. Quote, "This incident has been gathering a significant amount of media attention, and we at KCPD would like answers on the cause of death, just as much as everyone else does," end quote, Gonzalez wrote. The department is still waiting on a ruling on the cause of death from Frontier Forensics, Gonzalez said. It's a private company that provides autopsy services for numerous counties across Kansas and Missouri. Once police get the cause of death back, she said, they will be able to provide additional updates on the investigation. Quote, they are an entirely separate entity from the police department, so we have zero impact on the timeline of their medical findings, end quote. Gonzalez wrote, quote, we have been notified it can be as much as an additional 6 or more weeks to receive the toxicology report, end quote. Another question burning everyone's mind is the homeowner under investigation. One factor fueling the speculation has been that the homeowner says he did not know the bodies of his 3 longtime friends were on his back porch and in his backyard for 2 days before they were found. But Officer Gonzalez affirmed that the homeowner has cooperated with the investigation, an assertion that his lawyer John Paserno also has been making. Paserno did not immediately return a call from the AP on Saturday. He said in a statement to Kansas City media earlier this month that his client was devastated by the death of his friends and that he did not know they were still in his backyard or that they needed medical attention until the police showed up. Paserno said the last time the homeowner saw his friends was when he left and went to bed, and that he did not know how they died. The attorney said his client was anxiously awaiting the results of the autopsy and toxicology report, and that they both wanted to express our deepest sympathies to the friends and family members of these young men, and our thoughts and prayers are with them. The family's frustration and reaction. Among the questions raging on social media are, why hasn't the homeowner been named a suspect, and why does it take so long to determine a cause of death? The mystery has gone viral on TikTok and other social media platforms for its true crime overtones, and the family members of the 3 men have taken their frustration to the Kansas City area media. Quote, my son and these other men were wonderful people. They deserve justice, end quote. Jennifer Marquez, Harrington's mother, told WDAF TV, quote, the whole story needs to come out, end quote. But the statements from the police indicate it could still be weeks before they can provide definite answers. All right, like my mother used to say, actually she still says it, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's definitely not a damn snake. Most likely it's a duck. Now, until the investigation is done and everything works itself out, I have no idea. I can't really say that he's guilty, right? That would be irresponsible for me, but he's looking like a duck. And before I get on out of here, I would like to, one thing that caught my eye when I found out that Jordan Willis was actually a renowned scientist known for his best work with HIV and COVID, that made one of my eyebrows rise and then another one rise, and I was like, what? All right, maybe he could be doing something with a little, I don't know, chemicals or something like that. Not trying to be a conspiracy theory, but we're trying to find out what happened to these 3 men. By all accounts, were lovely people. So get in that comment section. Let me know what you think Jordan Willis did. Is he innocent? Is he guilty? If he is guilty, what do you think he did to actually unalive them, and why would he do it, being that it was a joyous time? Kansas City actually beat the Chargers that game. They went to the playoffs, and now they're in the Super Bowl. So get in that comment section. Let me know what you think about Jordan Willis. Thanks for watching Death After Sports, the Kansas City 3.